everybody, I'm Melissa and welcome back to Book Bar and welcome to another Are These New Releases Worth It video, where I will be discussing, reading, and talking about 5 May new releases. I know that I have been super blessed and gotten 4 arcs this month so far, so those 4 will all be read because they're all coming out in May. So I have Forbidden Game by Madison Fox, Fragile Sanctuary by Cowles, Gridlocked on the Gridiron, I think is what it's called. I'll have right here by Denton, and Meant for Her by Natasha, Madison. Those are all going to be read. So there's 4 right there. 4 books that I will be reading. And then there's a couple other ones that I'm interested in. The next month, The Young's coming out, which I've done for other new release vlogs. The Breakaway by Anastasija White is coming out. Like, there's quite a few books that are coming out this month that I am excited for, that I might read for this vlog. But yeah, stay tuned to see what my 5th book is, since you know what the first 4, or at least what 4 of them will be. And, you know, stay tuned to hear my thoughts on all those, and I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Good afternoon. I am 25% of the way through Fragile Sanctuary by Cowles, and I'm loving it. It's fantastic. Cowles is doing it again. This is Anson and Rhodes. And Anson, if you read the Lost and Found series, you know that he is like, he comes in the last book. He's friends with Lawson and helps with everything that happens with that book, in that book. But he is a former FBI agent, and he is very grumpy, very, very, very grumpy, like mean almost, like to everyone. Like, he even says, like, I don't do people, but he like loves animals, and which is fine. And he is helping out his best friend Shep, whose foster sister is Rhodes, and she is trying to move back home after, because in the prologue you learn that something tragic happened to Rhodes' family, and she's like moving back to her family home after 13 years, something like that, 14 years, and so she's moving back home and needs help restoring her family home, and Anson is helping with that. And yeah, he is like very grumpy and does not want to have feelings for his best friend's little sister, but of course, you know, he just can't deny his attraction to her. So yeah, I'm having a great time with it, and I'm excited to continue. Like, it's just such an easy read. Like, I've been switching between the audiobook and the ebook because I got both arcs. Thank you, Cowles and team. I am so appreciative. But I got both arcs, and so I've been kind of switching back and forth between the two. And like, the audiobook is so good because it's Zachary Weber and Andy Arndt, and it's just the way that they narrate is fantastic. But yeah, I'm having a fantastic time, and I'm gonna go continue reading because that's all I want to do. And I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Hello, I am 50% of the way through Fragile Sanctuary by Cowles, and it is so cute. And I have a feeling that Anson is going to end up adopting Biscuit, because Rhodes fosters animals, and right now she is fostering this dog Biscuit, and I think that they're just gonna have him and Anson and Biscuit have had a bond from the beginning, and it's adorable. But yeah, I'm just having a great time. Obviously, like, it's got like such a great like found family aspect to it, because the like family that took in Rhodes when everything happened with her family is now like they're her siblings, and so it's a fun like found family aspect, and I'm having a great time with it, and I want to continue listening, and that's what I'm gonna go do. So I'm gonna go, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Good morning, coming at you bright early in the morning before I get ready for work, because I got to 75% of the way through Fragile Sanctuary last night, and I am absolutely obsessed. So basically, we know Denton, like, the truth about him being an FBI profiler finally came out. We knew something terrible had happened that made him like not want to talk about it, not want to be part of it, want to basically like forget that part of his identity existed. But he like had to say something, because they don't believe that the fire that happened in the prologue was accidental, and someone might be targeting Rhodes again. But we know that there was a serial killer that Ensign tried to catch, and he got a little cocky, and someone close to him was caught in the crossfire. And so he quit, and the serial killer went dormant for a while. And now that Anson is seemingly happy again, serial killer is back up to his bad tricks. So yeah, I don't know. I'm really nervous for this next 25%, but I am absolutely loving it, having a fantastic time with it. And I'm going to go and finish it. And I'll talk to y'all when I'm done. Hello, good evening. I have finished Fragile Sanctuary by Cowles, and 5 stars. This might be my new favorite Cowles. I don't know. I don't know if it's tied with Shadows of You or if it has overtaken Shadows of You, but I absolutely loved it, and I did not see this bad guy coming. I was totally wrong. Like, I thought I was like, it's this guy. It's 100%. It's this person. Like, it has to be this person. And I was so wrong. So wrong. So, yeah. Fantastic. And the way it all came together. Oh, my God. I'm like screaming. I just don't, like, it was so good. I loved it so much. And I'm so glad that I got to read it and that I finished it. Like, it literally, I finished it in one day. Like, it was, that's how good it was. Absolutely. Just perfection. Definitely go pick it up if you haven't already read it. By the time this vlog comes out, it will have been out for a couple weeks. I want to say it comes out on the 16th. So, yeah, I adored it. And, so good. So good. But yeah, I'm going to go. And I will talk to you all when I have read my next book. Hello, good morning. I am 25% of the way through Meant for Her by Natasha Madison. And this is Christopher and Dakota. And in the beginning, Dakota's husband is a complete a-hole POS who does some really horrible things and ends up ODing. We don't know why, like what was going on in his life that made him do that, but yeah, it seemed like he was really great at the beginning of their relationship, and then something happened and he spiraled and was like cheating on her and doing all this horrible stuff. And he was a hockey player, and his teammate and best friend Christopher is like shows up at the house, and Dakota is like, you guys saw what was going on and you did nothing to help him. And is just distraught and upset. And then she kind of breaks down after like the funeral and cries like in his arms basically. And now it's been like 3 or 4 months, and they're starting to like get closer. And Christopher comes from a hockey family. I believe this is like a spinoff of her series, her hockey series. I years ago read the Something So series, like Something So Perfect, Something So Crazy. I read that series, and then I read 3 of the like This Is series, which I think is like his parents' series. So yeah, I don't know, but I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time, and I'm gonna go and continue to read it, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Hello, good afternoon. I am 50% of the way through Meant for Her by Natasha Madison, and I am having a good time with it. Obviously, it is a best friend's widow romance, so there's that little bit of like forbiddenness and like, should we be doing this type of thing? And they definitely just had one of those moments, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Christopher is like such a good like man, just the way he's taken care of the girls and like made them his like treats them like they're his own. He even like at one point called them my girls, and it was adorable. He's gotten them into like a little hockey program because they both really wanted to learn how to skate. And another thing that their horrible father didn't do was teach them, even though he had promised, or he like started to, and then like that's when things got bad and he found something else he liked more than his family. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. They just had a moment outside of a gala, and I love a good in public scene. Yes. But yeah, it's good. I'm enjoying it. But now Dakota has kind of like pulling away from Christopher after that, because I think she's just like afraid of like her feelings and things. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. And I'm gonna go so I can continue enjoying it. I'll talk to you about in the next one. Hello, good evening. I am 75%, well, a little more than 75% of the way through Meant for Her by Natasha, Madison, and I'm enjoying it. Having a good time. I was frustrated with Christopher because he said some pretty dumb stuff to Dakota that like pissed her off. But then he took Rain, I think that's her name, the older daughter. He took her to the father-daughter dance, and it was just absolutely adorable. And things are getting spicy between them, between Christopher and Dakota, and they're both, you know, realizing that they have feelings for each other, strong feelings. And yeah, I'm having a good time with it, and I'm excited to continue reading it and finish it. It'll probably, at this point, it's like about 4 stars, because it's nothing like, it's not going to be a new favorite, like hockey romance or anything, but I'm having a good time with it, and there is a good amount of tension. I don't want to say it's like angsty, because they do pretty quickly like fall for each other, but there is that little bit of like, he's my ex's teammate, she's my former best friend's widow, like that type of thing. But yeah, it's good. So I'm gonna go and finish it, and I'll talk to y'all when I finished. Hello, good afternoon. I am finished with Meant for Her by Natasha, Madison, and I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4.5 stars. I don't know. Like, there was just something about it that just wasn't like a full 5 star. But I did really enjoy it, and it's definitely a book that I suggest you go pick up. Oh, I love this light on my hair. But yeah, definitely suggest you go pick it up and read it for yourselves, because I had a great time with it. And yeah, Christopher and Dakota were adorable in their relationship with their kids. Adorable. And yeah, I am gonna go so I can start my next book, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Hello, good evening. I am 25% of the way through Breakaway by Anastasija White, and I'm having a good time with it. This follows Roman and Nev. I hate the name. Like, her name is so bad. It's Heaven backwards. I think it's dumb, but that's fine. I do like the name Roman. I have always liked the name Roman. I don't know why, I just do. But yeah, this follows Nevaeh and Roman, and Nev is best friends with Angie, who's from book 2. I never read the other books in the series, but I have read another book of Anastasija White. So Nev is best friends with Angie from book 2, and they're at a bar one night, and she meets Roman, and he's like, she like is attracted to him, but she has a boyfriend, and he's kind of standoffish, and kind of like he's, at moments he seems like he likes her, at times he seems like he doesn't. But then you're in his point of view, and you realize that he's like insanely attracted to her. Well, now it's like a year later, 6 months later, or something like that, and she has broken up with her boyfriend. She's just broken up with her boyfriend, and and Roman sees her out at a bar, and she's getting taken advantage, or she hasn't been taken advantage of, but she's to a drunkenness point where a guy that she's with could potentially take advantage of her, and that is his plan. So Roman intervenes and takes her home with him and says, hey, well, why don't you come stay at my house? Like, I'm going to go on a trip, and you can stay here. And so she's like, okay, fine, I will. Like, I'll look for something while you're gone. Well, he decides that he's gonna go to Vegas, and she's like, why would you go to Vegas alone? So he asks her to go. And now they're in Vegas, and I think they just got married. So, yeah. That is all I have for now. Sorry for the weird angle. I lost my pop socket, fell off my phone, so like holding my phone is not the most fun thing to do right now. But I'm gonna go, because I'm gonna go have some dinner, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Hello, I'm 50% of the way through Breakaway by Anastasija, and so they got married in Vegas, which you knew that was like a trope in the thing. So Nev and Roman got married in Vegas, and they went back to get an annulment because they were both hammered. And the guy recognized Roman and was kind of like, was kind of sketch about it. So Roman was like, oh no, like we have to stay married for the season. So, because he's a hockey player. So they've agreed to stay married. But it's kind of in name only, but they did share a kiss. And you know that he is totally down bad for her. And she's always like kind of had a crush on him, but was previously in a relationship and has kind of had to figure out a way to cut ties with the ex. So fully cut ties with him. So yeah, I'm enjoying it though. I'm having a good time, and I'm excited to continue. And that is what I'm gonna go do. I'll talk to you all on the next one. So I am 75% of the way through Breakaway by Anastasija, and it was so good. I'm really enjoying it. Basically, Roman and Nev they're fully like leaning into the marriage thing, and he is like, he's like confided in her and some stuff that has happened in his past with his brother, and it's just so cute and adorable, and I'm loving it. And there was a scene where she was wearing someone else's jersey, and he was not happy about it. So yeah, I've been really having a good time with it, and I'm gonna go finish it, and I'll talk to y'all when I'm done. Good evening. I am finished with Breakaway by Anastasija, and I'm giving it 4.5 stars. I had a great time with it, but the like third act was a little sus, and like over the top. Yeah, his reaction to it all, to what happened, Roman's reaction to what happened was just insanity. Like, it was a little over the top, a little bit. He went a little too far and like wouldn't listen to her at all, which I hate when heroes do that. So yeah, had to knock it down a little bit. So yeah, 4.5 stars, but I still really enjoyed it, and I definitely recommend it. So yeah, I'm gonna go, and I'll talk to you all when I have read another book. Hello, I am 25% of the way through Forbidden Game by Madison, and I'm obsessed already. Like, I might even be more obsessed than I was with Alex and Stevie. But this follows Parker, who is known as English, and Sydney, who is their publicist. So you met both of them in the first book. But you could totally read this as a standalone. Like, they're referencing that night, but we don't know what that night is. It didn't happen in the other book, so at least I don't think it did. But yeah, so Stevie is the publicist, and Parker is one of the members of the system. And at the beginning of the book, Parker is told that he is going to lose his inheritance because now that they have unmasked themselves, he, like, everyone knows who he is. And so he might lose his inheritance, but he won't if he ends up winning this like big tournament. So now him and Sydney are traveling, and there's only one bed. And you know, I love in a one bed because the tension and the like, we're gonna stay on opposite sides of the bed and then they end up together, just absolute perfection. So yeah, and you know Parker is down bad for her already, so I'm excited to continue, which is exactly what I'm gonna go do, and I'll talk to you all when I get to 50%. Hello, good afternoon. I am 50% of the way through Forbidden Game by Madison, and oh my god, it is so good. So good. Loved Good Game, and Forbidden Game might be even better. Like, it is so good. Parker and Sydney are absolutely adorable, and like, he is so gone for her. It's adorable. Like, they had a moment on the beach, and then he bought her like a whole new outfit and new shoes, and he's like all obsessed with her wearing them, and it's just, ugh, chef's kiss. And the hotel scene, oh, so good. But yeah, I'm having a great time with it, and I'm loving it, and I think you will love it too. So I'm gonna go and continue reading, and I'll talk to you all on the next one. Hello, I'm 75% of the way through Forbidden Game by Madison Fox, and I am absolutely obsessed, loving it, having a fantastic time, and all I want to do is curl up in bed and continue reading it, which is exactly what I'm going to go do. But first, I should tell you about it. So in the last 25%, things have really escalated between Sydney and Parker, and he's told her some stuff, and he kind of had like a breakdown because he lost a competition and it did not go well. He like broke down, and she was there for him, and it was just so sweet. And she got really sick, and he took care of her, like flew in doctors, flew in chefs to like make soup for her. It was just so adorable, and like definitely jumped up to one of my top all-time favorite caretaking scenes in books ever. But yeah, it's so cute so far, and I'm really, really enjoying it. And so I'm gonna go so I can finish it, and I'll talk to y'all at the end. Hello, I finished Forbidden Game by Madison Fox, and 5 stars, a new favorite. I loved Parker and Sydney so much. They were just absolutely adorable, and no third act breakup. We love it. But yeah, it was so good, and like, it had like some of my favorite tropes, and yeah, there was like caretaking, and yeah, I loved it so much, and I will scream about it from the rooftops for the rest of the year probably, and beyond. But yeah, I'm gonna go and read my next book, and I'll talk to y'all when I have an update on that. Hello, good evening. I am 50% or 25% of the way through Gridlocked on the Gridiron by Denton, and this follows Lucia, who is working for a football team as an analyst, until her fiance, who is the star quarterback, cheats on her, and she gets fired from her job because he cheated on her. Make it make sense. But that's the way it is for women in sports. And so then, but before she got fired, she was like offered a position with a different team, which this team is actually her ex-fiance's college rivals team. And so and he has been struggling this preseason. So she goes to work with him. His name is Colton, and they get off not on a great foot. Of course, they are not liking each other. And then, the more time they spend together, the more they like are becoming friendlier with each other. And until one night she is like at work late, and her car doesn't start, so he is also there, so he takes her home, and they kind of like share a moment, and it gets caught by paparazzi. So now they are fake dating, and that's where I am. So yeah, I'm having a good time with it. It is good so far. It's a debut, so I'm enjoying that. But yeah, I am gonna go because I really need to go to the bathroom, and I don't really have much more to say. But it's good so far, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Hello, good afternoon. I am 50% of the way through Gridlocked on the Gridiron by Denton, and this is so good. It's giving me like the feelings that like Unsteady gave me of like, this is just a phenomenal debut and is going to deserve all of the love. Yeah, so basically Colton and Lucia are fake dating to, kind of help out with the like publicity of them being like seen together, and they're both realizing that maybe the fake dating is leading to more real feelings. So yeah, but I'm having a great time with it. I'm really enjoying it, and I want to go and continue reading. There's a scene that just happened where Lucia stuck up for Colton to his dad, like stood up to his dad almost because his dad is awful. And it was just adorable and perfection. And Colton was like, yep. I definitely have feelings for this girl, so yeah, I am really enjoying it. So I'm gonna go and continue reading, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Hello, good evening. I am 75% of the way through Gridlocked on the Gridiron, and I'm obsessed. It is so good. Colton is just absolute perfection. I'm loving this so much. I'm totally getting 5-star feels. But yeah, I'm gonna go because I want to keep reading. That's all I want to do is just keep reading, and that's what I'm gonna go do. And I'll talk to you all when I have finished the book. Hello, good evening. I'm here to talk about the end of Gridlocked on the Gridiron by Denton, and also to close out this vlog. But Gridlocked on the Gridiron was fantastic. I gave 5 stars. I loved it to the end. Like, the third act complication was, I guess it was breakup, but the third act breakup was very, like, it made sense. It was understandable. And I loved that there was an added complication on top of just, like, the breakup, and that Colton didn't just, I mean, he was upset, but he didn't just, like, immediately, like, jump to conclusions and was willing to listen and hear Lucia out on her side of what had happened. And yeah, it was so good. So good. I loved it. Definitely one that you should go read. So yeah, this month I read 5 bangers of new releases. Fragile Sanctuary, 5 stars, of course. Meant for Her, 4.5 stars, had a good time. Breakaway, 4.5 stars, had a great time. Forbidden Game, 5 stars, a new favorite, loved it. And Gridlocked on the Gridiron, another 5 stars. So yeah, fantastic reads this month. May was chef's kiss, and I'm super excited for June already. So yeah, if you made it to the end of this video, leave me a microphone emoji. Why? I don't know, I'm feeling the microphone. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the fun stuff. It really helps me out, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Bye.